Now, Adrienne, we grow relationships with people in business and in our personal lives who we're dealing with from time to time. We never want to hurt anybody, especially somebody we know a long time, right? And that's tough for business owners and individuals to get past. They want to pay their bills. But at the same time, right, what do you tell those people when they hang their head and they talk to you about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a real thing because, I dealt recently with a family-owned business that went back 3 generations. So you can imagine that the guy who ran the business, he grew up knowing these people. They dealt with the same vendors for a very long time. And he was very concerned about the stigma of bankruptcy, as most people are. Because many of these small businesses have long-standing relationship with vendors, service providers. The idea of not paying them is upsetting. It's embarrassing. They maybe have relationships with their community bankers, and they're worried about how they're going to be viewed. So a lot of people will wait too long to file because they hope against all odds that they'll win the proverbial lottery, never have to disclose their financial distress, and life will go on. But unfortunately, this approach often has the reverse effect. Instead of taking actions that could save their business so they can continue to work with these vendors and service providers, they're paralyzed by fear. And this inaction essentially assures that their worst fears will transpire. Vendors, service providers, lenders, they're often willing to work with you on a repayment strategy, even if it involves a haircut, if they believe in the viability of your business. If you have these conversations early, you can sometimes negotiate out of court and bankruptcy won't be necessary. But it requires an honest and frank discussion about what's going on with your business finances. And you need to have the conversation early so that you can present a solution and look credible. Yeah. If you promise the check is in the mail for weeks and months on end, hoping that eventually you will have the money to pay the bill, then creditors are going to be skeptical of your ability to follow through on your commitments, and then restructuring either in or out of court becomes almost impossible. You have to start the process when you still have their support.
Adrienne, post-COVID, I'm expecting to see an increase in bankruptcy filings, and people should not be ashamed. This is Scott Cheslowitz, RothenbergPeters.com, 516-773-3200. See you all. Well, you'll hear me anyway next week. Take care. Thank you, Adrienne.